Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Don't ask me why I did that. Let me start this off by saying, last night, we shot the official chit chat video. Oh, I'm so glad we got it. It took us all day. Shout out to all the people who came through and were actors for the video. It's gonna be a straight movie. Yeah. By the way, tomorrow I'm gonna be dropping the behind the scenes. It's gonna be like my first official like blog. So I need everybody to go check it out tomorrow. It's basically going to be the behind the scenes of everything we did and just showing like what we did and all that stuff. It's going to be dope. It's going to be my first blog, so tune into that. Today at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going live for the last live stream of the week. The last live stream of the week. Oh, yeah. And today, like I said, we go live on the Discord after every live and do a Monfu live. So tune into that. We're going to have, it's going to be a special one for everybody who donated or something like that. So just tune in later. But right now, let's get into this Eminem's Kamikaze features that proved the critics wrong. Because remember when Kamikaze first dropped, there was critics. There's a few critics. There's a few people came out and said this, then the 30. Remember when M bought the, what's it called? The article, the news ad on the magazine that actually dissed him for Kamikaze. It's funny because you don't see a lot of those critics around anymore. I wonder why. And of course the album's a little older and stuff like that, but I don't see them saying anything. I see a lot more love for it than anything. But before we start, smash that like button on the count of 3. We need to get this to 400 thumbs up. That's just what we got to do. It's just what we got to do. Uno, 2, 3, machop! By the way, I'm giving out 10 free copies of Strictly for the Fans tonight. 10 free autograph copies, so log in. I don't even know what this live stream is going to be about today. Probably gonna be the Body soundtrack because I waited long enough, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do the Eminem Body movie rant. This is what's gonna be tonight. Ready? So let's do this Eminem thing. Ready, set, go.
Welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be listening.
Shout out to ET Lifestyle. Hold on. Shout out to ET Lifestyle. If you haven't, excuse me. Whew. If you haven't subbed to them yet, you need to go sub to them. It's very important. I've been doing a lot of their videos lately because they have, by the way, men, get with the secret deodorant, bro. They be giving women all the best stuff, bro. Go ahead, get you some secret, bro. Just a little thing. Anyway, but he's got a lot of good facts, so check out his channel. Ready, set, go.
Accomplishments so far.
ET Lifestyle Music, check it out. I don't know why he refuses to not play.
I say accomplishments so far because like we've come to expect from Eminem, a new record is probably waiting around the corner to be broken and catch us all by surprise.
Hold on. Every time, I sound like a broken record every time I break a record. What this ET Lifestyle and page has taught me, and the reason I keep coming back is because this was the first time I watched a video. It was the 12 facts about Eminem. That was the first time I watched a video about M, like facts-wise, and then I realized that I realized a lot more than I had ever realized before about Eminem. So, it like at the end of that video, I was like, if you haven't watched that, go watch it. At the end of that video, I was like, damn, Eminem is really the GOAT. So, this dude really has some really good facts, is all I'm trying to say. Ready, set, go.
Because it broke the internet on the day of its release and later reached #1 on iTunes in over 103 countries.
Obvious, we can see that coming.
Major accomplishments of Kamikaze so far. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
Subscribe if you're new to the channel, ET Lifestyle.
Kamikaze's release as a surprise album gave critics no time to engineer the narrative of Kamikaze like they did with Revival before it released.
Hold on. And that's a fact that we need to talk about a little bit. That's a fact that I think needs to be addressed slightly. Because as odd as this sounds, like I'm a strategist, right? especially when it comes to this music stuff, when it comes to everything. Shout out to Arizona. Um, I Now this may sound pretty obvious, but I didn't really ever take that into consideration. The fact that, because I always was like, okay, M dropped Kamikaze out of nowhere, but I never really sat back and questioned exactly why. I just thought it was because that's what Beyonce be doing, that's what all the biggest artists be doing, so maybe he wanted to throw his hat in the surprise drop ring. But I think it is a lot deeper than that. I think the whole entire Shady Aftermath crew team strategically sat down and said, well, Revival might not have been some of your best work. Not only was it not some of your best work, but you allowed a narrative to be created before it dropped. Shows like Everyday Struggle, Breakfast Club, they help paint the narrative too with the Donald Trump stuff. So when you got people calling M a culture vulture or he's using the black plight to sell records, when you got that, then it makes when the album drops and it's a political album and he's talking about what's going on, it takes away a lot of the steam. Not only does it take away the steam, but it makes you digest it differently. It makes people see it completely differently because now we feel like, wait a minute, you got a hidden agenda, bro? You got a hidden agenda. That's the kind of facts he be dropping. That's all I'm saying. Off of that, ready, set, go.
While critics stumbled to come up with negative reviews for Traffic, fans around the world were busy listening to the album, and the general consensus on social media was that the album was amazing. But as expected, media journalists just couldn't help themselves.
Hold on. This is what I wanted to say. And I said this from the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been watching me since the Kamikaze reviews. I've said this since the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. When he dropped Kamikaze, same thing with Rap Devil. That was the first time I saw critics' opinion about something not really sway the public. Now, that's why I felt like when Kamikaze dropped, everybody loved it, but there was like a voice in there of people who hated it, right? And that's fine. You don't have to love everything. But where I knew it wasn't genuine was I hated Revival. Like, I was not a big fan of Revival at all. But I didn't hate on Revival because that was a cool thing to do. I hated Revival because I'm a huge Eminem fan. Eminem plays a giant role in my childhood and my preteen years. Not really my teen years as much, but my preteen years, my childhood, like elementary, middle school. Eminem played a giant role. So it was hearing Revival, I was like, you can do way better than, what is all these pop hooks? What are you doing? This is like, what are you doing, Em? Stop. So then when he corrected it on Kamikaze, he came with the hard punches. He came with the super dope lyrics. He came with the modern beats. He came with not all the big, grandiose pop songs with Pink and Avril Lavigne or whoever. He came with that, and I was like, oh yeah, he back in the basement. So when I saw the same people hating on it, who hate on, I realized, oh, you didn't hate Kamikaze because of the music. You hated it because M has been out the game for a while, and that's the dope thing to do. I see you. Okay. And that's what made me change my whole opinion. And that's what makes me ride for Kamikaze as hard as I do, because I'm an artist and I always have the ability to put my feet into other people's shoes, right? Now, not to say I know what it is to be M, but I would be good and damned if I could put in as much work as Eminem has put and then get to a place where it's just cool to hate me just for the fact that I'm me. It's cool if I drop some doo-doo project or something that's like, yo, Scru, what is this? Like if I drop a project and it's a pure R&B project and I don't rap one time in it, and my fans go, yo, nigga, this shit trash. They're not saying that because they hate me. They're saying that because they love me. And they're like, my G. It's just like when, would you let your little brother, little sister walk out the house with a goddamn purple unicorn suit on for school and think he's fly? Like, no, you'd be like, yo, son, That purple unicorn suit, that's not gonna work, my G. I don't think you're gonna get the reaction you want. My bad, that's a tangent, but that's what I meant. Ready, set, go. I'll pause less. The work of an aging artist,
These are some accomplishments a quote Asian rapper achieved with his most recent album. Despite being a surprise album, Kamikaze debuted with worldwide first week sales of 633,000 equivalent album units, making it the third highest hip hop debut of the year, only behind Drake's Scorpion and Travis Scott's Astro World.
Hold on. 600,000 in the first week with no promo. Ready, set, go.
This is even more impressive when you consider the fact that Kamikaze was only available on digital formats, released with no promotion, no prior singles, and had only 13 tracks including skits, which is counterproductive in the streaming era.
Hold on, this is why I mess with ET Lifestyle. I didn't even think about that. Kamikaze has 13 tracks, was only available digitally. Could you imagine if it was physically everywhere? That's why, okay, that makes so much more sense now. Ready, set, go. Okay. The Ringer was top 10 in 15 countries.
Where even lyrical hip-hop artists turn to melodies and catchy hooks to have a hit single. But then we have Eminem with The Ringer and Kamikaze. No mumble features, no melodies, no catchy hooks. In fact, no hooks present at all, just a long verse criticizing the state of hip-hop in 2018, but ends up as a top 10 hit in 15 countries, including the United States.
I'll stop it right there. Yeah, that's another thing that I gave him big kudos to, was in the era. That's why I keep trying to push the narrative. I think hip-hop is changing. Again, every few years, hip-hop goes through a metamorphosis and it sheds its old skin. Right now, I think it's shaking the mumble rap skin off of it. I think it's shaking it off like, all right, man, we about to molt into a lyrical butterfly here soon. I think that's what's going to happen. But I kind of disagree with you. Like, you can't just say, like, oh, where it's melodic. I don't like the downplaying of melodic music. I think that's weird. I don't know why rap purists do that. Like, hip-hop hasn't always been melodic, but I think it's dangerous to push a narrative where it's a bad thing to have melody or melodic raps. Like, I'm from the Midwest. You can't tell me Bone Thugs and Harmony? That's melodic rap, bro. Twista? That's melodies, bro. It really is. Like, Tech? Even those are different melodies and cadences. Let's not start equating poor music with melodies. I think that's another. I can't stand hip hop fans like that. Like, those are the hip hop fans who ain't never been able to get girls in their life and just like don't realize that the first job of music is to entertain you and to make you feel it. Like, I'll be damned if hip-hop just turns to a bunch of people who grab a mic and, I rap good, I'm hot like the sun, I wish you understood, you are buns. No, that's so much whacker than mumble rap that if our options are no melody in music and we just get straight people monotone rapping on a beat or mumble, I'm taking mumble rap for the rest of eternity. I'll be damned. Ready, set. And why you act like Eminem's not melodic? The beats he was jumping on were new beats. Were that's why new people liked them so much. That's why there was an overall message of people loving it, because the melodies were hitting people. Like, I disagree with you on that. But ready, set, go.
Motherfuckers talking crazy, saying I should quit. I fucking tell them, bitch.
Kamikaze is the fourth hip-hop album to sell over 1 million copies in its first month worldwide in 2018.
Damn.
In fact, it achieved this feat on its third week despite releasing
3 weeks to platinum.
Album. And 2018 has been a year of many high-profile releases from the likes of Lil Wayne,
Facts.
Kanye West, J. Cole, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and many more. But
the year of lyricism.
One of 4 hip-hop albums to sell over 1 million equivalent albums in 4 weeks worldwide.
4 weeks.
Include Scorpion, Beer Bongs and Bentleys, and Astro World.
Like, with lyrics, he's doing exactly what
Kamikaze
the pop
spent
stars
an
are
entire
doing.
month at number 1 in the United Kingdom, spending more weeks at number 1 than any hip-hop album that has released so far in
A
2018.
month at number 1?
Kamikaze is
Hold up. A solid month as the number 1 album. Yeah, ready to go.
Second album of 2018.
I swear Kamikaze was M's second win.
As the best-selling album in the world. Its first 2 weeks were spent at #1, and on its third week, it fell to #3 behind Carrie Underwood and GOT7's latest albums, and in its fourth week, reclaimed the #1 spot.
It reclaimed the #1? So it dropped out of #1 and went back up to #1. That's ill.
Kamikaze debuted on the US Hot 100 with the list Good Guy featuring Jesse Reyes landing at #67 and The Highest Lucky You at #6. This also created a personal record for Eminem as he became the 9th act to have at least 10 songs on the Hot 100 in a single week in 2018.
10 songs! 10 songs on the Hot 100. 10 songs on the Hot 100. Yeah, don't play with Marshall's name. Ready to go.
Tally to 72.
So you sold 10 million albums, but only problem is you put out 10 million albums,
A time when people actually purchased albums, physical or digital. Well, Eminem is pretty much the only hip-hop artist that could achieve at least gold certification from just pure album sales in the United States in 2018.
That's not true.
He has now sold over 429,000 pure albums in the United States.
Oh my
Kamikaze
God.
the top-selling album of the year. To compare, Drake's Scorpion has sold 298,000. Beer Bongs and Bentleys.
Yeah, nobody is selling more physical copies than M. Wow.
Culture 2, 100.
Those are 1997 numbers of CDs sold. Jesus.
Thanks for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
Hey, man, shout out to ET Lifestyle for all of the content. We're going to be doing more videos from his page. That was ill. I liked it. Put in the comment section if you learned anything new from this video. Going live today at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have the bodied rant. Yeah, because Illa, the producer, he done came out and said a few things. We're going to have a bodied rant. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I heard it might not even drop, so. Hey. Put in the comment section below what you think. Tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern.